Now that I've got the oil platform set up, you're limited to 2 in the game. I found both sites. I've got them both set up for oil production. And I just won't have any problems anymore with being able to have money, so... I gotta get rid of this trailer. I hate this thing already. Let's get rid of these materials. Actually, you know what I was wanting to do was... I saw a video where someone was stacking planks in these things, and I want to see if it's possible. It is. How many planks can you put in there? Will it tell me how many planks it puts in there? 200. You know what I'm going to do is I would want to do this. I was thinking about doing this, so now I'll just do it. I'll build this log rack real quick, and I'll fill this with planks so I can see what it looks like as a fence. And of course it's getting dark again. The days are so short here on the ranch. It's like, no matter what game I play, if there's a sleep cycle that I have to do, I kind of just don't like doing the sleep cycle. I wish I could just play the game and not have to worry about it getting dark. I do like the day-night setting because it kind of makes you take a break. I like it in theory. I don't like actually having to stop work. Like, it's 17:12. That's 5:12 in the afternoon. You know, I know ranch days sometimes go longer and ranch days sometimes go shorter, but sometimes you just want to work. Boy, that saved me some time. So leave a comment. Let me know if you like the full logs as the fences or if you like these planks as the fence. I'm not really sure. I was just kind of living with it like this because there's only one type of fence in the game, and I don't know. I'm trying to be creative about how to create a fence, kind of, even if it's just a visual barrier. I do like being able to run through here. Like the fences I can't jump over, but these things it creates a barrier, but I can still run through. I kind of like that. Okay, there's that. Oh, I forgot to mention I planted a bunch of trees right here. So some of the pine... I don't like... So this game only has those little green leafy deciduous trees to plant. You can't plant the pine trees. So I've got to leave as many of those as I can. So I added a bunch of deciduous stuff up here to the front by the gate. Just because it was kind of empty and barren. So I'm going to put this out a little bit more. I want to leave it where I can see it, where it's... I'm trying to think of how I could get that lawnmower home. I was just going to ride over there, but you know what? I could put these in here to refill those. I could take the trailer over there, pick up that lawnmower in the truck. And I just got to figure out how to secure the lawnmower down so it won't roll out once I take off. Whatever, I'm going to go to sleep. We'll go gas up in the morning. Let's go show you how this thing drives. The truck actually drives really nice. Let's go pick up the lawnmower first, just in case we have a chance to gas it up. We can gas it up separately and save our fuel cans. I've just gotten to the point where I just carry the supplies I need with me rather than storing them at these sites. So even the fuel cans get kept in the truck instead of left at the oil rigs. I definitely didn't get lucky with where the oil rigs were placed, though, with the number generator, because they are like the farthest ones away, or I don't know if they're the farthest, but they are really far away from my ranch. When I was watching the video of how to find those oil rigs, I actually had the same ones that the creator did when he was showing you where all the sites are. So it was kind of funny that mine were the exact same as what he had when he was making the video. Whew. Alright, let's see. Does this thing have a lot? Oh, it's full of gas. Okay. Alright, so it's almost full of gas, but it does have its own gas tank, so we'll have to see how it works. Yeah, there's no... Oh, man. Oh, another thing I noticed is this trailer is like way wider than the truck is. Not whiter, wider. Oh boy, I'm gonna go take this thing off the trailer because I'm worried I'm gonna lose it way up the road and then have to go chase it down. So I'll hide it over here so no one will steal it while I'm gone. Watch, I'll forget that it's there and not be able to find it later. I guess I could have put the tailgate down and stood on it. Oh, I love being able to stand in one spot and get these things where they need to be. We're done? I really do need some people to comment and tell me what to do next, because otherwise I'm going to end up buying some pigs, cows, more chickens. If I end up buying chickens and pigs and cows, I need to figure out a way of doing those fences, the pens, to contain them, but also feed them automatically. They have these... There's a system in place in the game where you can automatically refill the troughs with food and refill the troughs with water. I guess we're just slow rolling the friggin' truck. Come on, man. I gotta build windmills and food grain silos. So maybe I can go figure out where to put those at real quick, at least prospectively, and figure out how I could do it. Hold R to attach to a trailer. Oh. I was sitting here trying to figure out how to strap it down. Alright, let's see if that works. My goodness. It's raining. Let's turn our lights on in Illinois. There it is. See? It doesn't physically put straps on it, but it puts the parking brake on or whatever. I think what I'm going to have to do... I built the back of the barn like that because I don't know how many middle sections I'm going to use. But I'd like to build a bigger barn than I think I'll need. So this little path right here might just lead to a fenced-in enclosure that's attached to the front of the barn. Let's just say the front of the barn is right here. I'll put a fence around here, just in case the animals get out of the barn. They'll have a place to go outside and inside, whatever. And then there'll be a gate in that fence that leads right into this path here. So I'll be able to take animals in and out of their pens straight to the barn, but they'll be inside of a fence line the whole time. And then this little path will have the gates off the side of it for, you know, maybe cows over here, you know, pigs back there. So as you drive into the ranch, all of the animals are on the right. And then the old buildings will be on the left. And here it is, it's already 1:30. Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's do that. I want this fence to be straight and straight-ish, but it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I kind of want a big gap around the outside of the fence so I can mow out there, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think what's nice about leaving all this... I think what's nice about leaving all this gap over on the outside of the fence is that it'll give me spaces to build those grain silos and windmills outside of the fence line. Just less obstruction for the animals to work around, live around. It also gives me access to maintain those items without having to go inside the pens. It's like I'm drawing them on a plan so I can figure them out for the rest. So I can figure them out before I build them. And then we'll shoot one straight back towards the house. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to build all these fences because this is kind of ridiculous to go all the way through these trees back here to the house. But planning it out at least gives me an idea of how many plots of land I can have reserved for animals in the future. And giving me this thing gives me an idea of how big the ranch is, what the shape is, how I can build the pens to fit perfectly in here. Like, obviously I wouldn't put the house inside the pen. I should probably do the same thing with those, to replace those beehives over on the other side of the ranch. So let's just say I built a barn that big. I think that's bigger than what I would ever need, and I might as well add the square footage now rather than have to come back and plan later to add to it. Okay. So that doesn't work. Oh, let's see if we can do this where it looks halfway decent. That's not ideal because it's not going to be square either way. I wanted it to be square to the driveway because this is the part you're going to see more. Now the barn's going to be offset to the driveway, but it's going to be square to this fence. And I could hide some stuff. I could put some stuff here in the corner to hide that gap once it's built. All right, now it's daylight. We can finish up this plan for the barn and see what it would look like. All right, so I don't know if I can get that truck through here, but I could just eliminate one of the middle sections. That's a really big barn. And see, I could redo this to make it angled right. I think what I could do is just delete that middle section and then do this front end section to kind of match the line of that fence. And that would twist this whole thing kind of from the top. It would twist it kind of counterclockwise. And that would make the back wall not parallel with that back fence, but at least a little more parallel to the back fence. So I like using these little blue lines to plan my construction. So because the next thing I'm going to have to do is change this gate over here. Like this gate here is going to have to be a fence panel. I'll have to eliminate this fence panel and move this gate like over here. So my run is through here, and then I could have multiple gates along here for like one for cows, and then do another one over there for pigs, whatever. Probably pigs in the front, cows in the back. I don't know. So this was a pretty good video. I try and keep them pretty short so I can show you what I did and then do a little bit at the end to show you how we're looking towards the future. We got so much money now, I might just start collecting cars and trucks because I like cars and trucks. We'll see. I need to really start doing some more logging, but I'm trying to do selective logging. Like, I don't want to cut down all these pine trees because they won't regrow and they won't come back, and I can't replant them. I'm trying to all my logging to be these deciduous ones that grow from seedlings, so I can replace those, log and replace those. I obviously don't want to cut them all down, but I need to cut down the ones that are going to be close to the fence. That way they don't damage the fence if they fall later. And then I don't mind having a cow pasture with some trees in it, but I want to be real selective and not cut these trees down until I know for sure that that's what I want to do. So that's it for this one, guys. That's Ranch Simulator. I'm kind of enjoying this game. Come back next time, see what we do, see what we get around to, and I'll see you then. You guys go watch some more videos. I'll go play some more games. Bye. Oh, you don't have to turn the mower on. You just drive over the grass and it cuts it automatically.